It's just the time of year when those New Year's resolutions can fail. So I want to give you the elements of the goals I hear people set that don't stick and why. And we're going to start with a lack of reward. And in each of these categories, I'm going to give you what I think are some real life experiences that translate into the financial world. When it comes to not having a reward for a financial goal, I'm really talking about not having an early release of dopamine. As my cousin George, who is a therapist, says, when you set a goal, you want to give yourself the opportunity to have an early win or to see some progress. And it made me think of when we were teaching our son how to use the potty. When we were potty training him, it took us 3 attempts. We literally tried it, wasn't working, stopped, tried it, wasn't working, stopped. And then my wife told me about this book that she saw on Instagram called How to Potty Train a Child in 3 Days. And it really wasn't, magic. It was literally just pay attention to when your child is giving you that face that they're going to go to the bathroom. It is highly likely that your child goes to the bathroom in the same place of the house when they go to the bathroom. So you need to just find 3 days where you can take the Pampers off, and anytime you see them going over to that part of the house, you take them to the potty. Anytime you see them giving you that face, you take them to the potty. And there's going to be some accidents in these 3 days, but every time they get to the potty, once they use the potty, you congratulate them, you tell them this is where we go to the potty, and you give them a reward. I know this sounds a lot like training a dog, but hey, the book worked. And on the 3rd try, on the 3rd day, he was potty trained. When it comes to financial behaviors, there is often going to be the same way that you mess up every single time. Or you follow that behavior well for a certain period of time and you mess up around the same period of time. So whenever someone sets a financial goal, I try to encourage them to have some release or some celebration or some goal that has a very quick experience where they can have a win. I'll give you an example. We have people who want to pay down debt. They have credit card debt. They've reached a point in their life where they want to take it very seriously. Now, there's 1,000 ways to pay down credit card debt. We did a video on 3 ways that I think are the most effective, which we'll also link to in the show notes. But one of the more common is to do either the avalanche method or the snowball method with things like credit cards. The avalanche method says if I have 3 credit cards, I'm going to figure out which credit card is charging me the most interest on a monthly basis, and I'm going to throw whatever extra money I have each month towards the card that has the highest interest rate because it's the card that's costing me the most money. Conversely, the snowball method says instead of focusing on the card that's costing me the most money, I'm going to focus on the card that has the lowest balance. That's my preferred method because unless you're the most disciplined person on earth, the avalanche method can take a much longer time to pay off the first card. It makes sense because it's costing you the most amount of money. But the snowball method gives you the reward the fastest, and giving yourself that pat on the back of the reward of saying, I had 3 credit cards, now I have 2, can be enough to take you beyond motivation and have that behavior exist long enough to actually become a habit. And this lesson isn't just true for the amount of money that goes towards things, it's actually even true for the way that you monitor your money, either individually or with a couple. If you're deciding that you want to have these conversations with a spouse, who likes sitting down on a monthly basis and having a conversation about who spent what and what your balances are with their spouse? It's not a fun thing to do. But if there's something that you enjoy doing together, and that could be a lot of things if you understand what I'm saying, then maybe that's something that you pair with the experience so that it's something that both of you hopefully look forward to. And if it's not something you both look forward to, you got to find another thing. But you want to be able to give yourself a quick win.